بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إخواني في الله. We are in الصفة المشبهة. And as they say, this lesson, the bark is bigger than the bite, meaning the sound that it makes is bigger than the actual damage that it does. It's an easy lesson. It has a big name, الصفة المشبهة, but it's just the name. It's just the noun that comes from the fi'l, but the fi'l is lazim. That's the bottom line. هو الاسم مشتق من الفعل اللازم للدلالة على معنى. ما معنى الدلالة على معنى؟ دلالة على صفة، على وصف. That's why it's called صفة المشبهة. دلالة على صفة. Are you with me? You are with me? It's to indicate a description. So we want to understand that that's what the fi'l lazim does. It describes. It's not about action necessarily. Y'all understand that? The fi'l lazim is really, it's a description. قَرُبَ الْبَيْتُ. That's a verb, but it means the house is closed. The house didn't do anything, you know. It's not necessarily an action. Brothers and sisters online, you understand that? That's what the fi'l lazim is, you know. So صفة مشبهة هو اسم مشتق من الفعل اللازم. نعم. And they have the same meaning. Have the same meaning. So barakallahu fikum, I did the homework for you all on the PowerPoint, because our issue is not necessarily figure out how to figure it out on what scale. No, the issue is that we want to present numerous examples so you can understand. So if you ask an average Arab, what are the scales of sifa mushabbaha, they wouldn't know the different scales. They don't know the different scales. You know? They wouldn't be able to define what's ism fa'il or sifa mushabbaha. They wouldn't be able to define, but they know the word. They know how to use it. They wouldn't say Zaydun mautun. They would say Zaydun mayyitun. Right. They would know. So maut, you don't make that on ism fa'il and say ma'itun, like qala qa'ilun, mata ma'itun. No, it's not ism fa'il from that word. That word has an ism sifa mushabbaha, mayyitun. Like ta'ala, you say tawil and say ta'ala, ta'ilun. He's ta'ilun. No, ism fa'il doesn't come from that. Sifa mushabbaha comes from that. It's called tawil. We're on page 90. Okay, let's look at the instructions. We're looking at the PowerPoint, and it's not. I don't have a way to make it bigger, so I hope it's big enough on your screens. Anyway, I sent it to everybody, and we're just going to read these sentences. It says, "Uktub al-jumla al-atiya bis-sifa al-mushabbaha." Write the following sentence with the sifa al-mushabbaha. It's written now with the fi'l lazim. The sentence that's originally there is with the fi'l al-lazim. Mat al-jundi. So everybody's going to take 2 numbers. I'm going to take 2, but everyone has 2 sentences by itself. عندك يا عبد الصبور.
مات الجندي. الجندي ميت.
Nah, but let's get الكسر ان الدم. الجندي ميت
المات دي. الجندي ميت.
So you can make this bigger. I'm pinching on the phone screen. All right, but I'm saying, right, that was what I have here on the screen. I don't think I can make bigger. That's what's on the thing. Type, we understand it. الجندي ميت. Continue.
قويت حجة الله على خلقه.
قويت حجة الله. What does that mean? قويت حجة الله.
The proof of Allah is strong.
Right, the proof of Allah is strong. So how do you change that?
حجة الله قوية على خلقه.
Now again.
حجة الله.
حجة الله. Stop it.
حجة الله قوية على خلقه.
على خلقه.
على خلقه.
All right. Okay. How we doing online? Is everything clear? Time عندك غالب.
نشيط الشباب في الصباح.
It's good. It's really good. نشطة.
نشيط 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 الشباب
الشاب.
نشيط الشاب في الصباح. الشباب الشباب نشيط.
الشباب is plural.
نعم الشاب نشيط في الصباح.
Again, read both of them again.
نشيط الشباب نشيط الشاب نشيط الشاب. I don't know what is wrong.
الشاب.
نشيط الشاب في الصباح. الشباب الشاب الشاب نشيط.
الشاب.
الشاب نشيط في الصباح.
Right, but let's not like make the ha at the end like it's nothing. في الصباح. You have to say ah. You have to do that. You can't assume like people know what you're saying.
No.
الشاب نشيط في الصباح.
الشاب نشيط في الصباح.
نعم. Continue.
مرض المسافر وضعف.
What?
سبحان الله. مرض المسافر وضعف.
نعم.
المسافر مريض وضعيف.
All right. How we doing online? Is everything clear? مرض المسافر وضعف. المسافر مريض وضعيف. So we're really comparing. We're learning by comparison. You see what the lazim is, and you see what the sifa al-mushabbaha. As sifa al-mushabbaha comes from the fi'l al-lazim. So you should learn them together. عندك يا هارون.
غضبت سودة غضبت سودة على أختها.
Again.
غضبت سودة على أختها.
نعم. على أختها. نعم.
سودة غضب على أختها.
غضب على أختها.
غضب على أختها.
نعم. Everything is clear. The meaning is clear online. Everything is clear. All right, continue.
صعبت
But don't connect it.
Okay.
Make it a سكون. صعوبت.
صعبت الوظيفة على العامل الجديد.
على
العامل الجديد. الجديد.
Again.
صعبت الوظيفة.
But we don't say sa. We say saw. صعوبت.
صعبت الوظيفة على العامل الجديد.
All right. صعوبت الوظيفة على العامل الجديد. What does that mean?
The job was difficult on the new workers.
The job was difficult. No, the task was difficult on the new worker. How do we change that?
الوظيفة صعبة الوظيفة صعبة على العامل الجديد.
Right. These kind of words make it very clear. As a sword, there's no sword in English. There's an ain, there's no ain in English. I mean, you have to, Mr. English, you have to go out of your way pronounce it. Don't go samba. Saba. Sa'batun. Sa'batan. Sa'batun. Like these are language, right? Al-wadifatu sa'bah. Say that again. Al-wadifatu sa'batun ala al-amil al-jadid.
الوظيفة صعبة على العامل الجديد.
Now, so this is not wazifa. The. It's wazi. Alaykum salam. It's wazifa. Not the. Al-wazifa. Nah. Tayyib, read another one. Number 7.
يصيرت دراسة
دراسة
يصرت دراسة اللغة العربية على من على من
على
على من نعم على من يجتهد
على من يجتهد.
على من يجتهد.
Again, nice and smoothly. يسيرت.
يصيرت دراسة اللغة العربية.
Right, I'm going to be a little harsh on it. We want to put that like مضاف إليه together. It's دراسة اللغة العربية, not دراسة اللغة العربية. It's the study of Arabic.
يصيرت دراسة اللغة العربية على من يجتهد. يجتهد.
Okay, I want you to look at this, and we're going to take a whole class on this. This is called jar wal majroor. Ala man yajtahidu. That whole phrase, that's a phrase. It's called shibhul jumla. It's called, that's not a jumla, but it's shibhul jumla. It's similar to a sentence. It has to be together. Ala man yajtahid. It's one phrase. That's a phrase. It's not a sentence. It's a phrase. You have to see that that's like part of the sentence, but they're not individual words. Ala man yajtahid. That's one phrase. So we want يسرت دراسة اللغة العربية على من يجتهد. Like that.
يسرت دراسة اللغة العربية على من يجتهد.
طيب.
دراسة اللغة العربية يسيرة على من يجتهد.
على من يجتهد.
على من يجتهد.
Nice and smooth. دراسة اللغة العربية يسيرة.
دراسة اللغة العربية يسيرة على من يجتهد.
نعم. طيب, next one. عندك يا غالب, number 8. I don't know what fragments means. I don't know what they're fragments. But it's a phrase. This is a phrase. That's a phrase.
جئت وأتش
Okay, we have to be smooth. We're like on here page 100. Number 8.
Yeah.
What happened?
No, the way it's wrote, it's not written in like.
You know how to connect it, right?
No, I
It's
can't
written
say.
as an iron is by itself.
Okay. Okay.
The gene is like
the
it's the
gene
initial.
too.
It's the initial gene.
How did that happen? Okay.
It's just Microsoft Word. Right.
Okay, right. Because it's not like that on my screen.
Right.
جئت
لا جئت. How we know it's a dhamma?
Huh?
How we know it's a dhamma?
It's a dhamma written.
Why? I mean, what if it was nothing went in there? How we gonna know? What's the madara? Huh?
It's the dhamma on I ain't cool kalima and the madara.
In the Maldi.
In the Maldi.
You said the Madari. The Maldi.
No.
Why is it a dhamma on the jah?
Right. Because the ain al-kalima is a wow. Like قال يقول, say قال يقول قلت جعت. Like you say قلت, because it's a wow there. There's a wow there. It's جاء يجوع جوع. No, that's at the end. We're talking about the middle now. Talking about the middle. قلت. Right. Okay, جعت.
Should we know that already, or that's something?
No, they shouldn't.
جئت وأتشت.
But where's the ain? جعت وعطشت. Where's the طاء? وعطشت.
جئت وأتشت.
Right.
أنا جوعان وأطشان.
وعطشان. We for ain. وعطشان. But and the woman says, "Ana jawa'a wa atasha." How we doing online? woman says أنا جوعان وعطشان. A man says أنا جوعان وعطشان. Time number 9. عندك يا
We ain't finished up the whole last part.
He read it.
Oh, you read it? Oh, I get it.
no.
Yeah, he read. I did.
Joe,
He read.
You read it? Right. I just read the second part. It's 3 parts there. That one has 3 parts, and he read it.
ظمئ المريض وتعب. ظلم المريض
ظمئ.
ظمئ المريض وتعب.
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 So I'm going to be a little harsh on you. Don't separate
وتعب.
wow and that which comes
No,
after it.
وتعب.
ظائم المريض وتعب. لا وتعب. So don't say anything until you got it and you pictured it together. وتعب. Don't say why and then you're still trying to figure it out. No, just be quiet.
ظلم المريض وتعب.
Good.
المريض المريض ظمآن. المريض ظمآن وتعبان.
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 Do I have something there? Have a kasra there? Okay. I can't really say it. وتعبان. It should be تعبان.
المريض ظمآن وتعبان.
Now we're for عين. وتعبان.
وتعبان.
Right, بالعين. For عين. So man, you have to push your tongue back. وتعبان.
وتعبان.
So read the last one.
جملت أساليب.
لا.
جمو. Okay. جملت أساليب المعلم وحسنت نصائحه.
What does that mean? جملت على أساليب المعلم. Brothers and sisters online. What does that mean? جملت أساليب المعلم. جملت أساليب المعلم وحسنت نصائحه. What does that mean?
The manners of the people, of the teacher, was beautiful.
Let's see what they say online. جملت أساليب المعلم. What do you say online? What does that mean? جملت أساليب المعلم. What does that mean? Okay, what does asalib mean? It's the plural. Asalib is the mannerisms and the methods. Uslub is a manner where you do something. Asalib, like he has different manners, and they jamulat. What does jamulat mean? It's jamila. It's beautiful. It's nice. His uslub, his manners is nice, but it's plural, not manner. Like his mannerisms. It's not talking about adab. It's like the method that he uses. It means the method that is this uslub, the manner that he does things. Not like manners and etiquettes. No, the way he does it. The method that he uses is nice. No, the method, like the way he teaches, the way he goes about doing it. Within it has etiquette, but in general, it's his method. وَحَسُنَتْ نَصَائِحُهُ. What does that mean?
And his advices is good.
His advices are good. Well, good. Now, so should we read the other part?
أساليب المعلم جميلة ونصائحه حسنة.
حسنة. How we doing online? Right, so you have to take it bit by bit. Nasaihuhu. Nasaihuhu. So put them together. Say nasaihuhu. Say huhu. But don't start from the beginning. Say nasai. Say nasai. So where are you going to raise your voice and put the emphasis? When you say nasai, that's easy. Nasaihuhu. Right. Put your emphasis on where it's a little difficult. Nasaihuhu. Right. So look at the next exercise, Barakallah Fiqh, on page 91. Page 91, it says, اكتب الجملة الآتية بالفعل اللازم في جملة فعلية. Write the following sentence with the فعل لازم, but it has to be a جملة فعلية. It has to be a sentence that starts with a verb. عندك يا غالب.
هل أنت مريضة؟
هل أنت مريضة? Now, how are we going to change that to a sentence that's with a verb?
هل مرضتِ؟
هل مرضتِ? Very good. هل مرضتِ? Just read both sides. هل أنت مريضة؟ هل مرضتِ? It means the same meaning. No, not they were made. Don't say they were made. They were beautiful. They were beautiful, past tense. Not they were made beautiful. They were beautiful. Okay. They were. Not what they were made. They were nice, past tense. And it would be they are nice. If it's future tense, they are nice. Is, are, were, and are. Is. Tired. Number 2. Ghalib.
شرب الخمر حرام.
Shurbu. Again.
شرب الخمر حرام.
Shurbul khamri haramun. What's the next one?
حرم شرب الخمر.
Haruma shurubul khamri. The same meaning, but now it's a verb. The drinking of khamr, intoxicants, is prohibited. Haruma shurubu. Shurubu is the fa'il. And this is a fa'il lazim, only needs a fa'il. Haruma shurubul khamri. How we doing? Harun, everything is clear. Yeah, do one more, Ghalib. Drinking intoxicants are forbidden. The sentence, they mean the same thing. There's no difference between them.
لبس الحرير حلال للنساء.
لبس الحرير حلال للنساء. And the wearing of silk is permissible for women.
هلا لبس الحرير للنساء.
حلة. حلة. That's فعل ماضي. حلة. Meaning it is permissible. It is halal to be halal. حل لبس الحرير نعم للنساء. يحل. It is permissible. يحل. نعم. عندك يا هارون.
الوقت ضيق.
But let me hear the ya, and it has a shadda on it and it has a kasra. Ya, shadda, kasra.
الوقت ضيق.
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 Right. الوقت ضيق. What does that mean? الوقت ضيق.
Time is short.
Time is short.
Time is tight. It's short. It means short. It means a small
window.
Small is a little bit of time left. الوقت ضيق. There's a little bit of time left. How we change that?
ضاق الوقت.
ضاق الوقت. ضاق الوقت means the same thing. Like the waqt, the time is short. It's tight. Nah. Constrictive. Naam. ضاق الوقت. Continue. Harun.
الرجل حزين.
Now, where's the yeah? Take your time.
حزين.
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 Nah.
الرجل حزين بعد وفاة زوجتي.
Now we're not going to stop after every word. الرجل حزين بعد وفاة زوجته.
الرجل حزين. الرجل حزين بعد وفاة زوجتي.
Right. So now there are sentences that have jar al-majroor. Naam. Then we have other ones that have a zarf. بعد وفاة زوجته. That's one phrase. So the shibhul jumla is going to be in 2 categories. One is jar al-majroor and one is in zarf makan or zaman. This is zarf zaman, mean after this time. And that's going to be shibhul jumla. It's a phrase. It's that whole thing is together. بعد وفاة زوجته. You have to look that a sentence is going to have a fi'l is going to have a fa'il, then it's going to have jar majroor, or it's going to have a dharf, and that was connected to the dharf. That's what a sentence is. That's what a sentence is. Naam. So you want to put like the fi'l with the fa'il, hazina ar-rajul hazina. You want to put the fi'l with the fa'il together. Then you're going to put the dharf and what's connected to it. Now the dharf is either a place or a time. This one has to do with time. You can't say ba'd. That's the time. After what? You can't say the man was sad after. You can't say that. You have to say the man was sad after his wife passed away. It's a phrase. Is this a complete sentence? Ar-rajulu hazinun. That's a complete sentence. But now we want to add extra information. We don't want it to be chopped up. We don't say rajul hazin, ba'da. Like ba'da, what does that mean? Ba'da wafat. Who died? He died. Who died? So you want to put that whole thing together. Ba'da wafati zawjatihi. That's shibhul jumla. Similar to a sentence. It's not a complete sentence, but it's a phrase. Again.
So this means the man was sad.
He was sad. He's grieving.
Right.
He's grieving. Sad. Hazina. Ba'da wafat. Wafat is from the word tuwufiyat, as his wife passed.
Yeah.
That's no. Wilada is birth. Wafa is death. Like you have shahadatul milad, that's a birth certificate. Shahadatul wafa, that's a death certificate. The man was sad after the death of his wife. Yes. Yeah, read it again.
الرجل حزين الرجل حزين بعد وفاة زوجته.
But what? Don't rush. What about the aleph? What about the aleph? You make the people think like I have a stick here on top of y'all.
He do got a stick. It's invisible. That's what it is. I feel like that. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm the nicest teacher. I sit here. I don't raise my voice. You know what I'm saying?
No, let me do it again. الرجل حزين بعد وفاة زوجته.
Okay, nice and smooth. بعد وفاة زوجته.
بعد وفاة زوجته.
I'm not going to allow you to stop. بعد وفاة زوجته.
بعد وفاة زوجته.
Right, put it together. Right, mashallah.
Move on.
So you have to learn fluency. It doesn't mean that it has to be quite fast, but it has to be consistent. Go to the next one.
حزن الرجل بعد
Right. حزن الرجل.
Wait a minute, my page flipped. حزن الرجل بعد وفاته.
You're doing good.
I know how to read.
But we will put the first part. I'm going to be hard on you. Don't say hazina ar-rajulu. Say hazina ar-rajul. Hazina ar-rajul. Because like this stuff, you're sending data to people's brains. You say hazina. I'm like, who? That's my brain. I understand when hazina, when you stop, like you leaving me hanging. I'm like, wondering what you're talking about. Say hazina rajul. I want to compute that whole thing. Hazina rajul. I don't want to compute hazina, and I'm like, oh, what? Where? What are you talking about? You know, say to me, this is data that you're sending through your router to my computer. Now he understands, you know. This is data that you're sending to me.
Let me ask you this.
Nah.
So if other person's got bad English speaking, they ain't gonna better speak Arabic like that.
Nah, it's gonna be
It's gonna be
difficult.
tough.
Right.
It's gonna be tough. Right.
That's
Okay.
true.
Okay.
But that's important. You have to understand you're talking to people. You're not just speaking.
Right.
Hazina rajul, like he's gonna compute that. He's gonna understand that. Ba'da wafati zawjati, and you finish the sentence. I'm gonna say hazina ar-rajulu ba'du. It's gonna be thinking like, what's wrong with this person?
Right.
Hazina ar-rajul.
Hazina. I'm trying not to laugh. I don't know why I'm laughing. I just don't.
It's all good.
I'm trying not to
Hazina ar-rajulu.
laugh. Hazina ar-rajul.
No, hazina
حزن الرجل
Right.
حزن الرجل بعد وفاة
بعد وفاة
بعد
زوجته.
وفاة زوجته.
Nah. Go to the
حزن
next one.
الرجل.
Before I continue, I was looking at the comments in the class on YouTube. Somebody said that, mashallah, the class is good, is a good teacher, but the students slow him down. I'm like, what kind of understanding? How could the students slow me down? What do you think? I'm just here. I'm running through the book. Like, what does he understand? Good teacher, the students slow him down. Like, I'm teaching the book. What do you think I'm doing? What kind of understanding could that mean? Good teacher, but the students slow him down. What does that mean? It's a class. I'm teaching the class that I have.
He don't already know.
That understanding is not correct. The students don't slow me down. We have a class. I'm here to teach you Arabic. I'm going to do my job. You have to do your job. And we move at the pace that Allah allows us to move on. Nobody's slowing me down or I'm slowing you down. It's the pace. Nah. But the main thing is that we learn at any pace that Allah gives us. Nah. But there's no way that the student's going to slow the teacher down. What does that mean? Like, I have to finish in 6 months, or I have to finish in 3 months. Like, no, give me time. Nah. So I don't want anybody to put any we benefit from the mistakes. We benefit from mistakes. The mistake in is barakah. Don't put a time limit on your knowledge. I remember my teacher used to get upset when this class start and somebody says, how many months is the book going to take? That's the first thing they want to know. On the first day of the class, they come to him and it's like upset, like, you don't want to study, you just want to finish the book. He'd be upset. Don't anybody ask him. He's like, he used to say, I don't know the unseen. La alam ilmul ghaib. I don't know. Like, I'm not teaching this book trying to finish it. I'm teaching the book trying to teach it. Tired. Go to the next one, number 6. Yeah.
البضاعة ثقيلة.
البضاعة.
البضاعة ثقيلة على الرفوف.
Say على الرفوف.
على الرفوف فانكسرت.
No, we're not going to read it like that. You're going to aim and shoot.
فانكسرت.
No.
فانكسرت.
No. فانكسرت.
فانكسرت.
ليس فانكسرت. فانكسرت. You're making it 2 words. فانكسرت. It's فانكسرت.
Oh, I'm making it 2. Okay.
فانكسرت.
فانكسرت.
Right. What does this mean? البضاعة. What does بضاعة mean?
Goods.
Right, the goods, the items were heavy on the shelves, so it broke. Let's stop here. I got to stop here. I want you to recognize this. البضاعة ثقيلة على الرفوف. That's a complete sentence. The items, the merchandise, the goods is heavy on the shelves. فانكسرت, so it broke. Kasara is muta'addi. That's the fa'ala scale. If the fa'ala scale is muta'addi, then the lazim is going to be on in fa'ala. In kasarat ar-raf. In kasarat ar-rufufu. The sentence is over. But if we said kasara, you would say kasarat al-bida'atu ar-rufufa. And he's a fa'al and a maf'ulin bi. Kasarat al-bida'atu ar-rufufa. And we say in kasarat ar-rufufu, lazim. In kasarat ar-rufufu. So if the scale is fa'ala and it's muta'addi like kasara, it's muta'addi and he's a maf'ulin bi, then you're going to find the lazim on in fa'ala. Keep that in mind. Ty, read the next sentence.
Okay. ثقلت البضاعة على الرفوف.
Take your time. It has to be smooth. ثقلت البضاعة على الرفوف.
ثقلت البضاعة على الرف.
على الرفوف.
ثقلت البضاعة على الرفوف فانكسرت
انكسرت. Again, ثقلت البضاعة على الرفوف فانكسرت.
ثقلت البضاعة على الرفوف فانكسرت.
طيب.
So you said kasra is mutaaddi.
The فعل scale of this word is متعدي. فعل كسر is متعدي. انكسر is لازم. انكسرت الرفوف. انكسر القلم. كسر أحمد القلم. انكسر القلم. انكسر القلم. And this is what the other books are going to talk about, you know. But it's not going to even need sense. You're just going to know what you need to know from here. Now, we're just dealing with the fa'ala scale now. The other scales, the fa'ala scale, you're just going to have to compare between the lazim and muta'addi. Lazim muta'addi, lazim muta'addi, lazim muta'addi. And that's it. Tayyib, and the qalib. Going back to you.
أمورنا شديدة ولكن ثقاتنا أمورنا شديدة لكن
right, this word, we said this is a word that the aleph is not written, but there's an aleph there. ولكن
أمورنا شديدة ولكن ثقاتنا بربنا قوية.
You gotta read it. What's this word? ولكن
ثقاتنا.
They said ثقاتنا.
نعم. ثقتنا أمورنا شديد ولكن
لا أمور is plural.
أمورنا شديدة ولكن ثقتنا بربنا أمورنا شديدة ولكن ثقتنا أمورنا شديدة ولكن ثقتنا بربنا قوية.
What does that mean? ثقتنا بربنا قوية. What's ثقة? Confidence, trust, conviction, our confidence. If somebody says, أنا واثق بالله, confident. أنا واثق بالله أنه يشفيني. I'm confident Allah is going to cure me. واثق. I'm confident, I'm sure. Now I'm ثقة. Somebody's ثقة, like he is, like when somebody's memorization is strong, you call him a ثقة. He's reliable. My reliability. ثقتي بالله. My reliability. So it's used with like tawakkul. ثقة. نعم. كيف ثقتك بالله? How is your confidence with Allah? كيف ثقتك? كيف ظنك بالله? How's your ظن? How's your assumptions of Allah? You think He's going to abandon you? You think He's going to help you? نعم. أمورنا شديدة. Our affairs are difficult. It's harsh. لكن ثقتنا بربنا قوية. Our confidence with Allah and I just lost the word, is strong. Our reliability, our trust in Allah is strong. Now, how we doing online? Is everything clear? Now, read the other part.
شدت أمورنا ولكن قوية.
Not قوية.
نعم. شدت أمورنا ولكن قويت ثقتنا بربنا.
شدت أمورنا. Our affairs are harsh, they're tight. ولكن قويت ثقتنا بربنا. But our confidence of Allah is strong. Our trust in Allah is strong. How we doing online? How we doing online? Is everything there? How we doing online? These are new words. I put these words in there because you need these words. طيب عندك يا عبد الصبور.
الثوب صغير على الولد.
Again.
الثوب صغير على الولد.
صغير على الولد.
صغر الثوب صغر الثوب على الولد.
Now, the thawb is small. Both of them mean the same thing. Okay, where are we struggling at? Where is the difficulty? Show me where's the difficulty at. What number do we need to go back to? Look at number 6. Al-bida'atu thaqilatun. The items are heavy. Thaqulat al-bida'a. The items are heavy. Again, al-bida'a thaqilatun ala rafuf. The bida'a, the goods, are heavy on the shelves. Look at the other side. Thaqulat al-bida'atu. The items were heavy. Ala rafuf. Okay. Now, on this X one, it says umuruna shadidatun. Why is there a tab there on shadidatun? Right, because umur is what? Plural. Umuruna shadidatun. What does shadida here mean? It's difficult. It means difficult. Umuruna shadidatun. Walakin thiqutuna bi rabbina qawiyatan. I made what's read the object of the lesson. That's the sifa mushabbaha. Thiqutuna bi rabbina qawiyatun. Why is there ta on qawiyatun? Thiqa is feminine. Thiqatuna bi rabbina qawiyatun. Our trust in Allah is strong. So the first one says umuruna shadida. We're going to say shaddat umuruna. Means the same thing. Shaddat umuruna. Our affairs are harsh, they're difficult. Walakin qawiyat thiqatuna bi rabbina. But, and when you use lakin, it's like you're going to say, you know what lakin means? You're going to say opposite of what one would think. Nah. Like I said, Ahmed kaslan walakinnahu zaki. Like if I say he's kaslan, he's lazy, you're not going to think he's intelligent. So I'm saying Ahmed kaslan walakinnahu zaki. Like I'm going to say the opposite of what you would think. That's what lakin means. It's the opposite. Na'am. So I'm going to say shaddat umuruna. Our affairs are tired, are difficult, but in opposite, in contrast to our affairs, in contrast to that, our trust with Allah is strong. So look at the one we just took. Athawbu saghirun. What does that mean? The thawb is small. Okay, look at the other one. It says saghur athawb. What does that mean? The same exact meaning. Or close to it. One is present, one is past, but it doesn't change the meaning. Saghur athawb. Thawb is small. Hey, look at this last one. I'm going to read it. Ya Rabbana, dhikruka jalilun, wa sha'nuka azimun. That's his most beautiful statement. These are beautiful statements. What does this mean? Dhikruka jalil.
I remember you.
Nah, where's I?
Make your mention.
Now, your remembrance. Dhikruk jalil. Okay, hold on. What does this mean? Dhikruka jalilun.
Remembering Allah is great.
Right. Remembering Allah. Just remembering, just mentioning your name and mentioning you, this is jalil, it's high, it's lofty. Remembering you is lofty. Like remembering anybody, that doesn't mean that it's lofty, but remembering Allah, just remembering Allah and who He is and what He does. Dhikruhu, just mentioning Him is jalil. Like if Allah is on somebody's tongue, Allah is on somebody's tongue, He's not wasting His time. Dhikruhu, just mentioning Him is jalil. Dhikruk jalil. Sha'nuk azim. And His status is great. Okay? So dhikr jalil is what? Sifa mushabbaha. Ma'azim is sifa mushabbaha. Let's look at it in a verb. Ya Rabbana dhikruka jalilun wa sha'nuka azimun. Ya Rabbana jalla dhikruka wa azuma sha'nuka. So when we say Allah azza wa jalla, jalla means jalil, wa azza means aziz. But we're saying in the verb, Allahu azza wa jalla. And azza, right now he's aziz. Wa jalla, right now he's jalil. It's in the verb. It's so enormous to say it in the verb. It's a verb. Allah. Azza. Ya ikhwani, that is so big. Naam. That's fi'l lazim. Allahu Azza. Who Azza? My man who Azza? It was Aziz. Wa Jalla. This Jalla means Jalil. Allahu Azza wa Jalla. It's a verb. But it was taken from it is what? Sifa mushabbaha. That is so beautiful to say that. And we say Allah, Ar-Rahman, Sayyid Rahim, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And now this is fi'l madi. Azza wa Jalla. Naam. Azza, ma mana Azza? Aziz. Naam. Jalla means Jaleel. You are with us online. This is the most beautiful way that you can describe your Lord. Naam. And you say that when you make dua. Ya Rabbana. Jalla dhikruk. Yeah, not, you know. Jalla dhikruk. Azuma sha'nuk. Naam. Barakallahu feekum. Tayyib, let's look at this last one. Buyutuna, struggling because the lesson needs to be drilled into my brain. It's a new concept. Right. But this is why we have like 10 seconds, 10 sentences beforehand, and we have another 10 sentences with this. And this is why we're about to close the book and do a test. I mean, that's why we're about to close the book, because it can get drilled in the brain. It's a new concept. That's why we're about to close the book. Okay. Buyutuna dayiqatun walakin qulubuna wasi'atun. I want you to remember, what did we say about lacking? Lacking is what you say, like it's gonna be like it's gonna be no, it's like opposite of what you assume. Now, opposite of what you assume. Buyutuna dayiqa. What does it mean, buyutuna dayiqa? It's not spacious. It's only got 2 rooms. Now I'm gonna have 2 rooms. Walakin qulubuna wasi'a. Our hearts are wide. Okay, but now hold on. When do you say this? When do you say this? What does this mean? What's the point? When do you say this?
When you say the statement,
Right. When you say this type of thing.
When you look at when you being grateful for what you do.
No, like, but why are you saying qulubuna wasi'a? And why is it compared with dayiqa? Like if you have guests come over to your house.
oh,
You know,
you
like,
got that.
like, right, look, my house can't comfort you, but our hearts definitely can. My house can't like do, but I'm gonna give everything from my heart to you. Now, everything from my heart, I'm going to give to you.
Right.
Now, so I'm just mentioning this. Like when we in Yemen, if a family comes to my house, and for example, I just have like 2 rooms. Now, all the men are going to be in one room and all the women in another room. I'm about times I haven't seen my bedroom in like 2 weeks. Like our house is tight, but my heart is open enough to give my room up for you. Now, so we weren't like I be in my room with my wife and you over there. And I got to go to the bathroom. I'd be like, Tariq, I'm coming through. No, finish with that. All the men over here, all the boys over here, all the girls and the women over there, until you find a house. But buyutuna dayiqa, walakin our hearts, we're ready to do anything for you. Now, this is when you say that. So the first one we have buyutuna dayiqatun walakin. That's not going to prevent us from honoring our guests. Na'am. Qulubuna wasi'atun. Some people, their hearts, their houses are wide, but their qulubs is dayiqa. The houses are wide. They don't even have a place for you to stay. You can't sit. You can't do nothing. The house is wide. You know. So here it says, daqat buyutuna. Daqat buyutuna walakin wasi'at qulubuna. Na'am. Daqat qulubuna. That's from dayiqa. Wa wasi'at qulubuna. Wa wasi'a means to be wide. And we mentioned that this is the verb that's in Ayatul Kursi, وَسِيَ كُرْسِيُّهُ السَّمَوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. We just read it quick. وَسِيَ كُرْسِيُّهُ, but it's وَسِعَ كُرْسِيُّهُ, يعني كُرْسِيُّهُ واسع. وَسِعَ كُرْسِيُّهُ السَّمَوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ is bigger than the heavens and the earth. What is the courtesy of Allah? What is the courtesy? What's the courtesy? What's the courtesy? What is it? What is the courtesy of Allah? What does mean throne? The courtesy is the footstone of Allah. This place where you, a courtesy is where you put your feet. Nah. The courtesy of Allah is wider than the heavens and the earth. It's the courtesy. Imagine the arsh. The arsh is the throne. I mean, the arsh. And that's the biggest creation. Is the arsh of Allah. His courtesy, which is Ibn Abbas, is the footstone. You know? No. All right, we're going to close our books. We're going to close our books. You all. That's the lesson for the day. We're going to close our books. And we are going to. You untie your tongues. Okay? Untie your tongues. Okay? We want nice, smooth speech here. Okay? All right. I'm going to give you all. Barakallahu feekum. I'm going to give you all the I'm going to give you all the sifa al-mushabbaha. You change it to the fi'l al-madi. Okay? I'm going to give you the sifa mushabbaha and you give me the fi'l al-madi. Tayyib. عندك يا الصبا الجندي ميت.
مات الجندي.
Okay, again. الجندي ميت.
مات الجندي.
حجة الله قوية.
قويت حجة الله.
Now make that jim mushadda. حجة الله.
قويت حجة الله.
الشاب نشيط.
نشط الشاب.
نعم. المسافر مريض.
مرض المسافر.
طيب عندك يا غالب.
Yeah, do that mean? Oh, so two.
لا لا لا. طيب غالب. السودة عفوا سودة غضباء.
غضبت سوداء.
Again.
غضبت سوداء.
سودة غضباء.
غضبت سوداء.
غضيبت.
غضبت. نعم.
All right, so we got to go back to the asl. Okay. غضبت. Okay. الوظيفة صعبة.
صائبة وظيفة.
Again.
صائبة الوظيفة.
Again. الوظيفة صعبة.
نعم. صعوبة الوظيفة.
نعم, but I can no stuttering. Aim like that, and that duck is flying. Now let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go more, let it go. Bam! I mean, there's no rush. Let it go, and then shoot it down. But there's no rush like the first time you come out of the rocks or out of the water. You gotta bust them out. Let them fly. Nah. Again, al-wadifatu صعبة.
صعوبة الوظيفة.
صعوبة الوظيفة. Listen, by hook or crook, don't stutter. By hook or crook, say صعوبة الوظيفة. But don't stutter. Do not stutter by any means necessary. Brothers and sisters online, y'all understand the objective here. By hook or by crook, do whatever you have to do by any means necessary. Be slow, be whatever, but don't stutter. Like we have to get to a point in our Arabic, no stuttering. We have to reach that. So what is going to take you? It's the main thing you're going to have to do is what? Take your time.
Not be scared of you.
Aim and move. Nah. I hope that I don't. What's the word that I want? Like intimidate. And I never forgot. I was in Yemen one day, and I told this young brother, "Have a review." He was doing sort of talk. I review it well, and tomorrow we're going to read it. We're going to read it. He said, "Okay, we're going to read it." I said, "Read it well." He came the next day, and he had mistakes all over the Surah. So I was quiet. I said, "Yeah, I told you to review it." He said, "Wallahi, I reviewed it so hard. I'm just scared to death of you." I was like, I told my wife, she was so upset with me. My wife was so upset. I'm like that. I don't know how I'm coming off. Like I'm like encouraging them, but maybe I'm overdoing it when I'm encouraging. I felt bad. I think I got to tone it down with the. I got to tone it down with the encouragement. Tayyip, and the guy Harun. Now, he was laughing now.
I ain't afraid to fail, so you bring
طيب دراسة اللغة العربية يسيرة.
Hold on, I wasn't even ready. Go ahead.
دراسة اللغة العربية يسيرة.
Yeah.
Come on, brothers and sisters online, y'all do what you got to do. دراسة اللغة العربية يسيرة.
Yes, yes.
Take
Yes,
your
he right.
time. Take your time. Don't say
Okay.
yes,
Oh, yeah,
yes,
right.
yes, right. Scared up. Hey, man.
Right.
All the ducks that were like sitting down in the grass, we didn't even see them. We just see them jump up and they're gone.
Yeah. Right. Yes, he right. اللغة العربية دراسة.
It has to be smooth, but it has to make sense. It still has to make sense. So again, دراسة اللغة العربية يسيرة.
دراسة
يسيرت.
يسرت دراسة اللغة العربية. يسرت دراسة اللغة.
دراسة 2, because now it's just we're talking about fi'l lazim. It's gonna be 5.
يسرت دراسة اللغة العربية.
نعم. Again, دراسة اللغة العربية يسيرة.
يسرت دروس.
Stop.
Right.
يسيرت.
يسرت.
Re-aim.
Right.
Come, aim again. نعم. يسيرت. You bust that out. Aim again.
يسرت دروسة
دروسة.
دروسة
دروسة. دراسة.
يسرت دراسة اللغة العربية.
This is what we got to get the kinks out. Press them wrinkles out your language. Press them wrinkles out your language.
We got holes in it. You can't get rid of the holes.
Patch them holes up in your language. Patch it up, Tayyib ya Harun. Jur'atu wa no, I don't want that one. I said it again. أنا جوعان وعطشان. أنا جوعان وعطشان.
جئت وعطشت.
Good. أنا جوعان وعطشان. Say it again.
جئت وعطشت.
Good. Okay, now back to you, Abdul Sabor. Well, I'm going to give you all I'm going to give you the sifa mushabbaha, and you have to come with the verb. That's the way we did it now? Right.
No.
So now,
We came with
now I'm going to give you.
You're gonna give us the verb.
I'm going to give you the verb. Okay, now I'm going to give you the verb. هل مرضتي؟ هل مرضتي؟ هل مرضتي؟
هل أنت مريض؟ هل أنت مريضة؟
هل أنت مريضة؟ نعم. Next one. حرم شرب الخمر.
شرب الخمر حرام.
نعم. Again, haruma shurbul khamri.
شرب الخمر حرام.
Naam. So now, when you make the kasr and the fatah and the tanween clear, that's when you clear. Shurubul khamri haramun. Like when you do all that, it's like that's what makes it clear. But you have to see it beforehand. You have to actually see it. Naam. Again, next one. حل لبس الحرير للنساء. حل لبس الحرير للنساء.
لبس
No, hold on. What am I? I'm supposed to be reading the I'm supposed to be reading the verb. And you're gonna read the right, I read the verb, right? Okay. نعم. حل لبس الحرير للنساء.
لبس الحرير. لبس الحرير حلال للنساء.
Nice and smooth. Take your time. حل لبس الحرير للنساء.
لبس الحرير حلال للنساء.
عندك يا غالب. ضاق الوقت. ضاق الوقت.
لقيت وقت.
You're gonna mention the waqt first. ضاق الوقت.
وقت دقيق.
Nah, what's the صفة مشبه في الضاق?
نعم الوقت ضيق. نعم.
Nah, how you say how use the word? ضيق. It's مشددة. ضيق. الوقت ضيق. Again, ضاق الوقت.
الوقت ضيق.
نعم. حزن الرجل.
الرجل حزين. الرجل حزين.
Again, حزن. نعم. حزن الرجل.
الرجل حزين.
Again. حزن الرجل.
الرجل حزين.
الرجل حزين. Like everything has to be in place. Like the end of it, it makes a world of a difference. What if I said الرجل حزين? الرجل حزين. الرجل حزين. Now, next one. ثقلت البضاعة. ثقلت البضاعة. That's on you, Ghalib.
No, I'm trying to see it. So I just say. You said say it again.
ثقلت البضاعة. البضاعة.
نعم. ضعيف ولا
ليس ضعيف. ثقلت البضاعة. How we doing online? How y'all doing? ثقلت البضاعة.
ثقيل.
But we want to put a towel on there. Want to put a towel on there. Online, you want to put a towel. ثقلت البضاعة. نعم فتاة. البضاعة ثقيلة. Okay, but listen to this now. I've been giving you all a break. Okay? Because I didn't add the jar majroor and I didn't complete the whole sentence. So we're not going nowhere. We're not going to lesson number 12. We're going to stop right here. And that's number 13. Let me see what's after this. It's some now. Yeah, number 13. We're not going nowhere. We're not going there, mechanic. But we didn't do this one out here. So we're going to have the same page. These two on page 90 and 91. When we come back on Saturday, I read one sentence. You read the whole other sentence. So you have to change it and you have to complete the sentence by hook or crook. Get through it. Now, I just gave you like Hajin al-Rajul, but the sentence is Hajin al-Rajul ba'da wafat zawjatihi. That's the whole sentence. So now when we come back on Saturday, we're not going anywhere. I'm like, am I a teacher? What I'm just like getting paid for just sitting here 8 hours doing my daily job. I have a job to do. That's teach students Arabic with proficiency. With proficiency.
Potatoes in that though.
So you all are slowing me down. We're gonna stop here. We're gonna stop here. No, it's difficult. It's difficult. That's difficult. But when something's difficult, you just keep on doing it and shave it down. And shave it
Kneading the
down.
dough. That's all.
So now we have homework. Today is Wednesday. Okay. Thursday and Friday, we have all you have to do. You're going to look at these sentences here. Look at these sentences, and you're going to read them both. What are you going to say? You're going to say, Mat al-Jundi mayyitun. You're going to be going back and forth. And you're going to cover one side. Mat al-Jundi. You're going to say, al-Jundi mayyitun. قويت حجة الله على خلقه حجة الله قوية على خلقه نشط الشاب في الصباح الشاب نشيط في الصباح. You're going to go back and forth, 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 back and forth. I'm going to give you these sentences, but then I'm going to make up some sentences. You know? They're shaking their heads. I'm going to make up some sentences. But inshallah, this is enough. We did very good. We did very good. You know, don't slow me down on Saturday when we come back. No, I'm just kidding. Nobody slows the teacher down. That don't make any sense. You know? Tab, we're gonna stop here. You have to work hard. You all have to work hard. دراسة اللغة العربية يسيرة على من يجتهد. On the one who works hard. You have to work hard. It's not gonna come because I love Arabic. Yeah, okay. You and me and other people love it too, but who gets it? It's not by love. It's by tawfiqillah after hard work. Naam. Tayyib, we're gonna stop here. Tayyib, inshallah.
This is challenge for the hard working students. So dark side. It's good.
I don't
Dark chocolate?
Tayyib, inshallah, I'm gonna cut this off.
I'm